Hello, my people. Welcome to our space. Yes, it's your space with Mama A, your behavior mentor. How are you feeling today? This is a space for you to express your emotions and get support from Mama A. We started a video about people or young people that's got their mom or their beloved adult dying from cancer. This is just the part 2 as promised. We're going to be looking at the different feelings or emotions that you might find challenging if you got your beloved ones diagnosed of cancer or terminally ill of cancer. We looked briefly at feelings in the last video, but now we're just going to pick on the feelings, and Mama A will offer support. Just give you some tips on how to cope. Remember, this does not replace any support that you might be getting out there. Because if you find yourself in this situation, it's better for you to speak up and get support. The professionals supporting your adult that is terminally ill, we have a lot of resources to support you as well. So speak up. You can also go to school and speak to your support department in school. It is a challenging moment for anyone that their loved ones is diagnosed with cancer, or if the loved ones has been given some days, months, weeks, or specific time to live. It is a very difficult pill to swallow. It is hard. This video is just a short one from Mama A to let you know that you are not alone, and to let you know that there are many people going through the same thing as you. But if you speak up and get support, you will find it a bit easier to handle. Because in the first place, it is not your fault. That is what you need to know. Because some people have that feeling of guilt, or they blame themselves. It's not your fault. Let's look at the feelings or the emotions that you might struggle with. If you got mom, parents, beloved adult dying from cancer or diagnosed of cancer. First and foremost, sometimes you feel afraid or scared. Just remember, it's normal for you to feel that way. Very, very normal. But also remember and be mindful that some of those things that you're scared might happen or you're afraid of, some of them might be based on fiction. It might not be based on the real fact about the situation. That is why it's important for you to speak up, especially to the professionals supporting your loved ones, so that they can give you support and direct you in the right path. Some people feel afraid and scared and like, oh, what's going to happen to me? Is my loved one going to die? Or you have been told that they will die. It's so hard, very, very hard. Even the thought of it alone can make you scared and afraid. It's normal. But remember, there is support out there. Some people are also scared and afraid. What if it's not just this person? What if another member of my family gets this disease and I have to face this again? Just remember that one person has got the disease does not necessarily mean that another person will get it. But in order for you to cope now, just speak up and get the right support, because not everything that is making you afraid about this situation that your loved one in, diagnosed with cancer or has been given some limited time to live because of the rate at which the disease is eating through into them. Just remember, you're not alone. And whatever way you're feeling, it's okay. It's normal. But it is also challenging. And as such, you need to speak up to get that support. There's also a feeling of guilt. No, it's not your fault. It is not your fault. So try and have fun without feeling guilty. But like I stated in my first video, you have to balance things. While you are caring and want to be there for that loved one, remember to balance your life, to also have fun with your friends, because that is what will keep you positive and happy through the situation or through the circumstances. Some people feel bad about your situation. It's okay to feel bad about it. Also remember, it is not your fault. And no matter how bad you feel, it will not change anything. So just keep going, give your best, and enjoy every moment. And when all this feeling is put together, it might then affect you and you become angry. Angry over little situation. This is a feeling that covers every other emotions that we've talked about. When you see yourself getting angry and you are not in control of it, please speak up. Because circumstances around us that are not pleasant, they can make us angry. But as long as you speak up, you will get support. It's a very difficult situation that you are in. It is a very difficult one, but remember that when you speak up and get support, it will lighten the burden for you. Sometimes some young people feel neglected because their loved ones who used to be there for them, who used to keep them engaged, they are no longer strong enough to carry on what they are doing. Just try and do not feel left out. I know sometimes it's difficult for all the family to focus on this big change. It can be very, very difficult. And everyone in the family might be channeling their energy towards supporting that loved one that is been diagnosed terminally ill or diagnosed with cancer. And as such, that might mean you as a young person, you are now neglected or you feel neglected. This is the time for you to also speak up so that you can have that relationship, that web of relationship of support from people around you. No doubt, things might not be the same again because that person that used to engage you is now ill. And because of that, they cannot engage you anymore. But you can get support from other people as well. So speak out and don't feel neglected. Speak up. The professional supporting your mom, speak up to your school. They will signpost you to people, to professionals, to groups that can support you so that they can fill in the gap for you to give you that support. No doubt, there's also a feeling of loneliness. You might be lonely as a young person because that family member, that beloved one, that used to keep you busy, that used to keep you engaged, is now dying from an ailment or is now suffering from an ailment. And they no longer have that energy. Their focus is on the change that has happened. Their focus might be on what is going to happen to them or what is going to happen to you when they are no longer there. And as such, they are no longer engaging you in those conversations or in a way that they used to engage you. Please, it is important for you to speak up. And this is the time you also need your friend. It is vital to let them know what you're going through because good friends will always stick by you. And some of us, sometimes as a young person, you might feel embarrassed speaking to your friends about this situation. It's okay to feel embarrassed, but gradually you will get over it. And your friends might understand when you speak to them. Although note that some friends it might be hard for them to speak to you about that situation because they don't know how you're going to feel. And that is why you have to take that first step. Speak to your friends about it and tell them, you know what? I need your support as well. You can talk to me at any time. Do not see it so difficult to speak to me because I will understand. Friends are there to keep us. This does not mean that in this process that you're going through, that you will not lose a friend. Some friends are not there to stay. You might lose some friends because you are no longer available for them as you used to. If that happens to you, Mama A say, don't worry. Don't worry, because new friends will also come. As you expand your knowledge and expand your network, new friends will come. Sometimes this might affect you in school as well, and your grades might be affected. This is so important for you to also speak up, because it might feel as if people don't care. But if you find it difficult to leave home, you can ask your friends to also come to you. They can come to you. If you find it difficult to leave home or you feel guilty to leave home, your friends can come to you as well. You can suggest to them, because my loved one is this or is that, I have to support them, but I still need people to talk to. You can come to me on so day so we can talk. This will help you as well. So it's also important for you to be part of a support group. And that is why it's good for you to speak up. Because when you speak up, you will know that you're not alone. There are lots of people going through exactly what you're going through now. Some even worse. And when you speak with them and hang out with them most, you will begin to see the reason for you to continue to be positive despite what you're going through. Remember to savor every moment. Every moment. Now, let's quickly look at the best way for you to deal with that feelings. That feeling, that emotions that is becoming so challenging for you because you find yourself in this situation where your loved ones is going to leave you soon. It's sad. It's touching. But still, your life needs to go on in a positive way. And that is why you should savor every moment that you have with that loved one. Remember, nobody will live forever. One way or the other, one of us, all of us, we will die. One way or the other. It's just the timing that is different. So you are not alone. Now, let's quickly look at how you can deal with those difficult, challenging feelings that is coming your way because you find yourself in a situation where your loved ones has been diagnosed. Remember to express your feelings. Do not ignore them. And do not pretend that they are not there. Because speaking up will get you help. And that is why Mama A cannot emphasize speak up enough. It will get you help. And it will also help you recognize that you are not alone. So do not ignore your feelings. Ignoring your feeling is not healthy. Speak up, express that feelings. Sometimes it's difficult for people to speak up how they are feeling. You can write them down. Write your thoughts down about the situation that you're going through. Write it in a journal. And then join support group. The adults, the professionals supporting your loved ones, they will recommend some support group for you. Make sure you join those support group because then you will be with people in common and they will support each other. You will support each other through this difficult journey. It might be hard for you right now, but remember that you can grow stronger through this experience. So choose to grow stronger. It is very difficult, but you just have to keep yourself motivated and keep yourself determined. If you feel you have to protect your loved ones by not speaking up or by not getting yourself into a support group, or sometimes you just want to be perfect for your loved ones because you don't want to disturb them. You don't want them to start going through certain things. As young people, sometimes you want to be the best. You will try your possible best to support your loved ones at home. But any little mistake that you make, you beat yourself up for it. And you find yourself getting into certain trouble because you think that you are no longer supportive to that your long ones, your young loved ones. Just remember that whatever you do to support is okay, and you are not perfect. Sometimes you will not get it right, or sometimes your loved one might not recognize that you've gotten it right. They might not even recognize that support because they've got a lot in their head. It doesn't mean that you should feel guilty for it. It just means that you should just keep doing and speaking up and having that conversation with your loved ones. Let your experience build you rather than break you. Let your experience in this that you're going through, let it build you rather than break you, because you are doing well. You are amazing. So keep going. You can also learn more on your own. But as you're learning more on your own, be mindful. Speak to your responsible adults. Speak to your school. Speak to the professionals working with your loved ones. Childline is also there to support you. The government website on cancer and support is also there for you. So remember that you are not in this experience alone. Whatever way you're feeling, speak up, get support. Mama A says, let your experience in this build you rather than break you. And the only way you can let it build you is for you to keep going. It's for you to keep motivated. And it's for you to remain positive. You will be okay. You will be okay. Thank you. And remember to subscribe to this channel. Also follow me on TikTok at mama.a313. I hope this has been useful to you. You will be okay. I'll see you soon. Bye.